This AI prompt for making money is so good, YouTube might actually take the video down, and in the next 30 seconds, I'm handing it to you. Hey, I'm Luigi. Everybody wants to make $10,000 a month online, and most of you haven't made a single one, not even $1. So before we talk about quitting your job, before we talk about passive income and 5-figure months, let's handle the first dollar, because if you can't prove to yourself you can make one single dollar online, you're never gonna make 10,000. That's just math. You only need one thing, a field you know at least a little, or a niche that genuinely interests you. And if you've got some experience in a specific industry, drop it in the chat. The more real context you give the AI, the sharper the idea gets. We'll come back to that in a second. I'm going to show it to you on screen. I'll drop it in the description so you can copy it word for word. And we're going to run it live together in ChatGPT. Let's go. Stay with me for the next 3 minutes. By the end, you won't just have a copy-pasted prompt. You'll actually understand how to make it work and a way to bank your first $20 tonight. No website, no audience, no money spent. Go straight into ChatGPT and paste this in. I'll walk you through it fast, then we'll break it down piece by piece. Because the real value here isn't the prompt itself. It's understanding why every single line is in there. That's the actual gift of this video. And wait until you see what it spits out when I run it live in a couple of minutes. One idea for a totally ordinary job that you can validate today with a 3-line post, but if you skip the part that's coming up and that idea is worth nothing, all you need is your job title. And if you've got a resume, drag it into the chat. Type, I just pasted my resume here. The more real context you give the AI about yourself, the better. We'll come back to that. Here's how the prompt starts. Your task is to design the fastest, simplest path for me to earn my first dollar online by selling a digital product to a specific niche, starting from zero. With no technical skills, you're not asking the AI what's trending. You're telling it, find me a niche with a real felt problem and a simple product that solves it, because the first dollar doesn't come from something huge. It comes from something small and targeted that someone wants right now. Then come the rules. And this is where all the intelligence is. Don't give me 20 ideas, because you only need one winning path. Prioritize real high demand problems that a niche is already actively trying to solve. That way we're not inventing a need out of thin air. We're tapping into one that already exists. The product has to be buildable in a few hours. No code, no design, a guide, a toolkit, a set of templates, a mini course in a document. That wipes out every technical barrier. No vague passive income, no influencer style models, no complex funnels, no paid ads, optimized for speed to first sale, not for scale. There's time to scale later. Right now you just need to start. Then you ask for the specifics, the exact problem, exactly who would buy it, how to validate demand with real people before building anything, a starting price for the first sale, and a setup using only free tools. It closes like this. Be direct, challenge my weak assumptions, cut low demand ideas, optimize for proof, not perfection. That last line changes everything. You're telling the AI not to cheer you on, to be your honest advisor. Let's actually run it. For the niche, I'll use a concrete example. Small e-commerce stores that just launched and can't get their first sales. You put in yours, send, and remember the whole point here, we're not optimizing to build the company of the century. We're optimizing to make the first sale. A lot of you have tried 10 different things, gotten burned, and stopped trusting yourselves. This is the simplest way back to trusting yourself again. Go bank your first dollar. Look what it gives me. Not 20 ideas. 1. For the small e-commerce niche, it suggests a sales recovery kit. 10 ready-to-paste emails for recovering abandoned carts. Plus 5 launch offer templates. Something a store owner watching sales slip away every day would buy on the spot. And the product itself, you don't need a designer. You don't need a week. I take what ChatGPT gave me. I paste it into Gamma, the tool we also use inside my program. And in a couple of minutes, I've got a clean, formatted document ready to export as a PDF and sell. From idea to sellable product, just like that. At this point, an obvious question comes up. Here's the thing. You've got a niche with a real problem and a product ready to go. Why are you still watching dropshipping videos when you already have something someone would pay for right now? And there's a step after this that separates the people who actually make their first dollar from the people who just collect ideas. It's the step almost nobody has the guts to take. I'll get to it in a minute. Pay attention, because this is where almost everyone gets it wrong. With Gamma, you can build the product in minutes, which makes this even more important. Don't fall in love with the idea before you know anyone actually wants it. Do exactly what the prompt itself told you to do. Test it with real people, and you do it with one simple post. Watch. Quick question for anyone running a small online shop. If you had a ready-made kit of emails to recover abandoned carts and squeeze out a few more sales this week, would you be interested? Testing something out. Post it in a niche Facebook group on your own page, or just ask 2 or 3 people who fit that profile directly. You only need 1 yes to validate. I'd say 3 just to feel safe, and you keep the price low on purpose. 9 $19.29. Done. You just made your first money online. Why so low? Because your goal here isn't income, it's purely testing whether your offer and your product actually work. The setup, Gamma to build the product, Gumroad or PayPal to collect payment and deliver the file. No website, no landing page, nothing, zero. And now look what just happened. You have a product, an asset that's yours, that you can sell not once but 1,000 times. Stick around 30 more seconds, because the question that actually matters is, how do you sell it? There are 4 paths. First, go find people manually. Facebook, groups, DM is free and great for your first sales, but slow, one person at a time. Second, start a blog or a YouTube channel. Powerful, but it takes months to get your first real views. Third path, paid ads, fast to scale, but expensive right now, especially on platforms like Meta or YouTube, where traffic costs keep climbing. You also need to know how to manage and optimize campaigns well, or you end up spending way more than you make and losing money. And then there's the fourth path, the one I use, and the one I teach to my rich and free students. Build a faceless content system where AI posts on your behalf and brings you people who already want to buy your product, almost on autopilot. And from there, you move the most interested ones into one-on-one work. No chasing, no ad budget, no waiting 2 years. A system that works while you do something else. So here's what to do today. Go to the description, copy the prompt, paste it into ChatGPT with your own niche. And by this afternoon, you'll have an idea, a product, and your first validation. You don't need 20 ideas, you need one that works. And if you want to see how that fourth system gets built, the faceless one, with the one-on-one path behind it, that's exactly what I work on with people inside Digital Growth Academy. I'll walk you through it step by step in a free training, first link in the description, but only watch it if this video actually gave you something real.